Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2021 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of July, and this reading, excuse me, is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well wherever you're at. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to any of the videos on my YouTube channel. For all your likes, shares, hitting the subscribe button, your donations, comments, feedback, reaching out for personal readings. It is all greatly appreciated and welcome. Thank you. So this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius for the last 2 weeks of July 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aquarius. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. Watch all of your signs if you know them for additional insight and perspective. And if you find that anything resonates with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, that little arrow. For contact details, you'll see my email address there, maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. If you'd like to email me, I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So email me if you are interested. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the last 2 weeks of July have in store for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Aquarius. We begin with the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, followed by the Ace of Wands, exciting new beginnings, beginnings of passion, creativity, inspiration, the Chariot, followed by the Nine of Coins. We have the Five of Cups, with the Page of Coins, and from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and guidance is the Star. Renewed faith, hope, optimism, one of the wish fulfillment cards. This looks like Aquarius, that it looks like you're having faith or trying to have faith in a situation which has turned out to be really, really difficult, maybe much more difficult than you thought it was going to be. And what that situation is, of course, it's a general reading. Some of you, it might be in your relationship life. And relationship can mean love and romantic relationship, or family relationship, work relationship. It could be something else that you're trying to do or trying to accomplish. The Chariot represents, success on a really difficult path. The only way you can win is by not giving up, no matter how many times you fall down or fail or get run over. The Chariot is about, staying true to your goals no matter what happens. And sometimes I always think too, the Chariot can represent success on a really difficult battle, like an almost unwinnable battle, but you win simply because you refuse to give up no matter how hard it is. I sometimes wonder with the Chariot if it's worth it. I mean, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes the cost of winning, meaning achieving your goal, turns out to be greater than you initially thought. And you may want to choose something else. I'm not sure. And I'm seeing disappointment here in something and feeling like you're not quite sure how to do this or if it can even happen, and still trying to have faith in a situation. I feel like this King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, is another person that's relevant in the situation. Now, in a general readings, court cards are tricky. It's not, because they could be anybody. There's many people watching. You all have different things going on in your lives. So for some of you, it might be a romantic relationship. There's another person relevant here, but the nature of your connection or relationship to that person is going to vary. I feel like there's issues around this person, Aquarius, that what you're hoping to manifest with this person, about this person, is turned out to be much, much harder road and a longer road than you initially thought. And there's some disappointments coming in the last part of July, maybe towards the end of July. Because we have the Five of Cups here, which is disappointment, regret. Not all is lost. There's 2 cups that are upright and full, but 3 that are shattered. So in a relationship, for a romantic relationship reading, or even a partnership of any kind, or something that you're hoping to accomplish with this person, it could be a project or a work thing. Like, I don't see a split up or the partnership dissolving, at least for most of you. But there's something which has been lost, or which you were hoping to have, that gets disappointed here with that Five of Cups. And with the Page of Coins, this is trying to figure out, this is feeling a bit lost. Pages have that student apprentice energy. They're messengers. They're running. They're runners, right? They represent being at the beginning of a path. They're in the process of acquiring knowledge and figuring out how to apply what they're learning to the actual path that they've begun on. So the Page of Coins is in the process of trying to figure out, how things really work on the path that he's begun, maybe in a practical way. But I'm not sure I really like this energy, because it feels like this is a situation which is not new. It feels like something perhaps you've invested a great deal in, a situation, a job, a place, a relationship. But here you are, you've been disappointed, and you're feeling like this page in a situation where somebody else is showing up as a king. I have this feeling of, this isn't working out, and I don't know what else to do. Like, I've tried this and that and the other thing, and I don't know what else to do. This is turning out to be so much harder than I thought it would. Now, the King of Wands is accompanied by the Ace of Wands, which is, new beginnings, new opportunities, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Earth is a card about independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, self-confidence. It may be that the longer you stay in this situation, it may erode your sense of self-confidence and self-esteem in this, Aquarius, because it's turning out to be so much harder. And the longer that you devote yourself to it without being able to manifest what you wanted to with this person, the more it might eat away at your self-esteem, which leaves you to the question, is it really worth it? It can also be that this King of Wands has a habit of, he's the King of Fire. He loves these new beginnings, going off, maybe traveling, going in, going out, starting new things, but not really, all about the excitement and the fire and the enthusiasm. And it also might be that, this King of Wands individual, it might be that's what's making this path difficult with this individual, especially if you're looking to build something further or more in a romantic relationship, is their sense of independence and self-sufficiency to the point where, they're not willing to commit in any kind of real or practical way to a long-term future. For instance, like moving in together or getting married, or, it could be a business partnership. It feels like they have a very strong independent energy here, and they like the beginnings of things, but it feels like it's hard to tie them down to something definitive. It doesn't feel like they want to dissolve, like split up or break up or dissolve the partnership or stop doing whatever it is the two of you do together. But it's like they don't want to give a definitive commitment. Let me clarify, because that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's clarify the Star. The Star is a card that comes out after the Tower in the tarot. It's usually a card that comes out to light the way after something difficult or challenging. It's a card that represents knowing that the path that you're on is the right one, but it's based pretty much on faith. It's having faith and hope that if you just keep, on this path that it's going to take you where you want to go. It's a beautiful, lovely, spiritual card. But I think sometimes you have to temper something with reality too, you know, and not live on illusions or false hopes. I'm not sure why I say that. I just get the sense that this is something that's been going on for quite some time. Clarify the star. The Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, your hope is if you continue to invest time, money, effort, love, resources, whatever, that's slow but sure you'll get to where you want to go. And again, there isn't anything wrong with that as long as you're seeing manifestations of that pay off. For example, if you have a big goal that you want, you know, and there's little steps that you have to take and accomplish on the way to accomplishing those, you should be seeing these steps taken on the way to manifesting something. For example, if this is a romantic relationship with this King of Wands individual, and you want to, you know, have that Ten of Cups, marriage, white picket fence kind of energy, you know, there's a certain path that you follow. If you're devoting yourself and putting in all this time and energy, and you're not seeing the relationship, you know, grow in increments and steps like a healthy relationship does on the way to kind of having that happy home life, and but you're still determined to put in all the effort and work into this situation, then it becomes about needing to kind of pull your energy back and re-examine what the reality of the situation is, and are you investing in something that you're not actually getting anything back from, right? It could be that you're trying to build and manifest something with this individual, whether it's romantic or whether it's financial or whatever it is. And I get the sense that you keep investing and investing and investing, but you're not getting anything real back. It's like if you're investing, you wouldn't invest in stocks that you continuously lost money in, right? Clarify the King of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability and security. The King of Wands again. The Ten of Cups, that happy home card. So long-term stability and security. This is like a marriage. If it's not a marriage, for those of you for whom this might not be a romantic relationship reading, it could be you're wanting to build something with this person, or you've been investing in building something with this person that's going to financially and materially pay off big time for both of you. Might even be property. With the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, there's a strong connection to home and property. Building a home, investing in a home, even buying homes and flipping them or something if it's like a business partnership sort of thing. The opportunity to do that, because the Ace of Wands is beneath it, which is the opportunity for doing that, which we're going to clarify here. The Devil. The Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. Yeah, so the Devil is cycles that are negative or harmful, or end up being just the same thing over and over and over again. It's you know, it's unhealthy. The Page of Cups is light messages, lighthearted messages, flirtations, but then the Hanged Man represents a lack of movement, stasis. Sometimes the challenge in doing readings, Aquarius, for any signs that are watching, is that you're downloading the intuitive and intellectual and emotional equivalent of what Spirit is giving you, and the challenge sometimes is actually getting it out your mouth in cohesive words, you know, like it's like translating one language to another language. What I'm getting here is that you're wanting to manifest something with this person. I don't think this is a new person, but I think that it feels like you're no closer, or not much closer to that end goal than you were in the beginning, which feels like it was quite some time ago, and you should be. You should be seeing more things manifest at this point, whether this is a romantic relationship, whether it's a business partnership, regardless of what it is. It's kind of like, I want this, and it's almost as if they are giving the illusion and or giving you somehow through their words, actions, I don't know, shared experiences that this is possible, but yet all it really is, oh, I love you and this will be, but let's wait, or it's not time yet, or and this is a negative cycle that keeps continuing, this hope for a new beginning, this being distracted. It almost feels like, was it Gemini's reading? That you feel you've hit a wall and you're starting to realize, is this just the way it's going to be? I mean, you could waste years of your life doing this and be no closer to what you want at the end than you were at the beginning, and that's kind of what this feels like. Let's clarify the Chariot. Yeah, the Magician, the Manifester, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Whatever your wish fulfillment here is, 9 and 10 of Cups, I mean, it's something which is going to have a positive effect on home and family. Again, whether it's romantic or financial, and it affects your home and family life. You're trying to manifest something. You're trying to manifest whatever your wish fulfillment is, your 9 and 10 of Cups. But this is clarifying the Chariot. It's turned out to be a really, really difficult, challenging path. Clarify the 9 of Coins. I'm just going to clarify everything so I can get a bigger picture. Clarify the 9 of Coins. The World. So financially, for those of you for whom this might be a partnership that has some kind of financial material connotations, this is being able to build something which will have a really successful end and achievement level, and where you move up, you level up into, you graduate into a new horizon, a new level. Graduating means you're moving up and you leave the old world behind and you have a whole new landscape of new offers and opportunities, right? It kind of feels like being in a relationship with someone, regardless of the nature of the relationship, where they're constantly trying to get you to reinvest or continue investing in something that feels, sounds, looks like it's gonna be this great thing, but it never quite manifests. 5 of Cups. And just like I said, one of the other readings, I don't remember which, it's like just this roller coaster over and over and over again, and somehow you get sucked back in or tempted to get back on the ride again because the highs are so great, but the lows are so low, and at a certain point you start becoming reluctant to get back on it again. The 9 of Swords. Aww. Stress about the future. 8 of Cups. Maybe it's time to leave, to turn your back, to walk away. Page of Coins. The Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. It's the same suit. You could say Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you should have more by now, Aquarius. You shouldn't be feeling like this page. You should be feeling like the Queen, who's in a place of stability and security. But you're not. You're in a place of loss and regret. I think you may be kind of hitting a wall here, Aquarius, with this situation and wondering, with an individual who somehow has a way of keeping you engaged, even when you get right down to the point where you're like, I can't do this anymore, right? I'm not seeing enough for my efforts. But they have this way of kind of making you reinvest, right? And it feels like that cycle is just playing out again, And at the end of this cycle, maybe they're a person that comes and goes and comes and goes and comes and goes. And when they come, it's so great. And then at the, when they go again, it's that same letdown again. And you're like, this isn't right. I don't want to keep doing this. So let's end with some advice and guidance here. Some of you may make the decision to walk away from this because you're tired of the negative aspects of the cycle, of always trying to, always thinking about a future which you want and you thought you were working towards. It was going to end up a certain way, but it's not, letting go of that stress and anxiety, which would mean that you would probably have to let go of the situation. Some of you might make the decision to do that, some of you won't. But let's just take a look at what Spirit advises you that you focus on. The Ace of Swords, the Chariot again, the Epiphany, the Seven of Cups, fantasizing, daydreaming, building castles in the sky, looking at multiple opportunities, but they're always the best. They're still in the clouds. This isn't a very reality-based card. Let's take a look at the next few. The Seven of Wands, protecting, guarding that which you've invested so much in. Or death, an ending. And then the High Priestess. So, Aquarius, what Spirit is asking you to look at and to focus on and contemplate? Because relationships and partnerships, regardless of the nature, I mean, there's so many of you watching, for some of you, the answer might be that you need to kind of pull out of this because it's a poor investment long term, right? You could waste a lot of your time, you could waste a lot of money, your efforts. But some of you, it might not be that answer. What Spirit's asking you to do is be very realistic about how long and challenging this path might be and if that's worth it, right? Rather than keeping your head in the clouds and only focusing on the best and most perfect thing, or only the good times that you have, the adventures you share, not the day-to-day life of what that partnership actually is, which it feels like the other person tries to get you to focus on only on this sort of daydreamy, what about these great times that we have, rather than the actual day-to-day life of the relationship. And using your intuition and Spirit's guidance to let you know whether you should continue to fight for this thing or whether you should let it go and end it. The High Priestess is paying attention to your intuition, which is not really your head or your heart, but deeper down below, and asking for Spirit, God, Spirit, your angels and guides to kind of help direct you into what's the best thing to do. It doesn't feel like this is a big decision action time right now for a lot of you. In fact, I think the last half of July, you're going to be in the midst of kind of, this cycle playing out again and finding yourself kind of at the end of it in that same sort of low place. And I think Spirit's just, telling you to kind of look at this realistically, and ask yourself, what you're willing to continue to invest in this. Okay, Aquarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of July. I hope they've given you some food for thought, been useful in some way. Again, if you are interested in reaching out for a personal reading, if anything resonated with you, you'd like to take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you. Stay safe and well, everyone. I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.